batter's box. You're going to see that back foot, and he's literally trying to make an effort to have it on that back line. Why? So that he can pick up that split fastball, be able to see when it's out of the zone and not chase it.
Lines one to center. Gardner back, turns, it's over his head and off the wall on a bounce, and Springer is into second base with a leadoff double.
This is why I like the approach. He's in the back of the batter's box, so he's able to see the spin, pick it up, have that extra, even if it's a 6 inches, to be able to pick up the break, see, and you see where his bat gets on the plane. This ball is moving down through the zone, but you see him drop that barrel, get it on plane, and hit this pitch through the zone so that he can drive it into center field. He's up in the batter's box just a little bit more. He hits that pitch.
It's a line drive. He hit about 405 feet.
So a leadoff double for Springer. Here's Correa.
That's the first out that's come on Chris Young's watch that has not been a strikeout. Swinging a high, deep drive off the bat of George Springer. Gordon is back on this one at the wall. He runs out of room, and that one is gone.
As a hitter with a 3-1 count, especially after a big out by the other team, you want to get a pitch you can drive. We saw the first swing right there. Springer tried to do that on the first pitch, but he threw it right where you don't want to throw it. Up, out, over the plate, only 88 miles an hour. We talked about Chris Young's deception. He can't get away with that, especially when he's behind in the count.
Springer's home run makes it a 4-2 ball game as Carlos Correa digs in. Boy, only Hunter Pence hit more home runs in his first 2 seasons in Houston. That's really something to stick your chest out over when you consider some of the big home run hitters that have gone through the Space City over the years.
I like that haircut he has. Look at all those lines in that hair. Something Smoltz would pull off back in the day when he was on those Braves.
Yeah.
Him and Glad.
Of having at least 2 home games.
Hochavers 0-2. Bounced up the middle and through. Springer's aboard with 2 gone in the 9th.
I think that's just outthinking yourself right there. Guy just swung at a pitch on the other batter's box, and you want to get him off the diving aspect of it. And underneath and got the ball up.
A little fisted base hit into left field. Carter will score. Here's Castro right behind him. Throw to the plate is too late. 3-0 Houston.
Nice job, Derek.
Well, there's not much you can do about this. This pitch, 3-1. You can see he got it in. And as you talked about yesterday, AJ, that's good placement.
bankofamerica.com/MLB Memory Bank. George Springer leads things off in the home 6 with a drive into center that Lorenzo Cain can't quite finish on. First pitch stand-up double for George Springer. That would have been a borderline miraculous play by the Kansas City center fielder.
Tremendous closing speed. We talked about center field and all the room you have from right to left. He gets a great break on this ball, and as soon as he gets to it right here, I think he's got it. He didn't quite have to dive to catch it, but he was in between, and that little backhand in the middle of kind of no man's land stand up almost closes it, but doesn't quite get it done.
Lorenzo Cain stands out as one of the best.
Super rotation for the Red Sox. That ball's driven the other way. It sends Betts back at the wall. It's gone. George Springer goes the other way with a solo shot.
George Springer starting the day for the Astros. Driving a ball to left center field that will reach the monster. Ricochets to Bradley. His throw to second. Not in time. And a leadoff double for George Springer.
Tony, I heard you talk about this earlier. Hey, are you a sinker guy or a four-seam high fastball guy? Well, he gets ahead with the sinker, and then he tries to trick him with the four-seam high fastball. Well, you don't trick the Houston Astros with four-seam fastballs right down the middle, and George Springer proceeds to bang it off the monster for a leadoff double, and here we go again.
It's one of the hardest things to do is to feature two different grips early in the game. I always found you had to establish one and then work the other one in, and you saw it right there. Caught in between. Instead of getting it up, it stays down right in the hitting zone.
So runner at second to start the day. The current forecast, very muggy. Some empty seats at Fenway as a result. Still a good vibe in here. Still a playoff vibe for Game 4. Hope that the weather cooperates for a few hours this afternoon. Springer puts the Astros in front. A two-out base hit for George Springer to score Utley Gurriel, and the Astros lead it 2-1.
A lot of pitches away after the first pitch sinker in. You could see almost like Vasquez wanted a front door slider there.
That pitch selection shocks me. Why would you throw a front pitch? You haven't established a sinker into any right-handed hitter, so why would you try to trick them with the front door? And front door means you start it off the plate in breaking ball and bring it back, but that ball starts middle and ends up even Utley. There was talk of him starting this game anyways on short rest, so this is not that big of a deal for him to throw this many pitches and to have this many innings under his belt. But interesting if the Red Sox do hold on to this game. We go to Game 5. Talk about redemption for two guys. Sale, a bad start in Game 1, his first postseason, and David Price, redemption for the whole season and what they've done. Amazing.
Springer starts the inning with a base hit to left. Third hit of the day for George Springer. And the Astros have the tying run aboard to open the 7th.
Guys.
Go to the city of New York to man the replay. That's a base hit, but Reddick had to hold at second, and he only goes second to third on the hit by Springer, and it's good news for the Astros to see Springer jump on that high delivery.
Yeah, I don't know that it would have mattered if Reddick got a better read, but that ball off the bat had such top spin. He had to make sure there's the high breaking ball. He stays on top, and that's the only way to hit it, is be able to stay back and not try to do too much. So maybe that walk did get Springer reset a little bit, and a much needed hit.
That is fair down the line off the bat of Springer. Left fielder Hernandez slides, lost his footing, and it's a double. There's the go-ahead run at second with 2 out.
Number 2, Alex Springer.
Third time Springer's been on base tonight.
And a much better sign for him throughout this game, and now a runner in scoring position. This would have been close, but
The outfielder gets to the ball and slips and makes it a much easier task.
To Springer. That's into right center field. Well hit. Won't be caught. It is gone for a home run. George Springer goes deep, and the Astros are back on top by 2.
What an approach. Not only did he get him over, he got him in. And that at bat right there, and this night for Springer is exactly what Houston needed. The top of the lineup had done nothing. Stayed on that baseball as good as you can do.
He needs to work on the handshake. Said, I don't even know it. They don't care about the handshake. They care about that shot to right center. And now Bregman has to spin out of the way of that pitch as Springer finally gets one to go. He hit 34 during the regular season. He's got 2 this postseason, none bigger than that. Springer will look for something to smoke here on 3-1. And he does into right center field. That ball will get to the wall, and Springer starts the night with a double.
People ask me if there's carryover effects from one game to the next. Well, Springer has the carryover effect. The last time he swung on a pitch away, he got a 2-run homer. Look how much more balanced he is. 3-1 count, goes with the pitch and gets rewarded. Makes a great defensive play and comes up and leads off with a double.
Now 7 for 16 with his 2 home runs against Darvish. He loves hitting against you, Darvish. High fly ball to left. No hitter gone. Shutout gone. 1-0 Houston. Springer goes deep. Wood gives up 1 hit. It was loud and it went far. The shot by Springer. This crowd erupts as the Astros lead in Game 4. Dodgers to the bullpen. For the Astros, now down 1. Goodbye. 1 pitch to Springer, and we're tied again. Did that feel to the guy who just made that play in center and let that ball get behind him?
He got it back. He did, didn't he? He got it back, and he knew going up to the plate. I got to believe he said, I am coming out of my shoes first pitch, and he didn't miss it. The train operator here is in overdrive.
Here's a base hit into left center field off the bat of Bregman. First pitch swinging. Bregman is on. Back to the home run by Springer.
Fastball middle, and he didn't miss it. And the reason I keep saying, and maybe it seems like I'm trying to make excuses for guys, I'm not. I realize this role and how difficult it is. You lose an inch or two onto your fastball when you're not as fresh as you want to be. And what makes Morrow and some of these guys so special is that the late life on their fastball, guys don't swing at it like that.
3-2 from Strickland is lined into right, a base hit. Springer on base for the 4th straight time. On with 1 out here in the 8th. Top of the 7th, 1 on, 1 out. Left side, diving try. Gaddis will hold at second on another hit by Springer. And it's 1st and 2nd, 1 out with Bregman coming up.
Great effort, but wasn't able to corral it. Don't know what play.
Disclaimer.
Here's Springer. 0-1. He's had a good World Series, George Springer. 7 for 22 now after he struck out his first time, but 3 home runs and 4 RBIs out of that top spot in the lineup. Fly ball into right. Back is Puig at the wall. It is gone. Home run number 4. And Springer has made it 1-0 Astros here in the 3rd.
In these conditions, that was a bomb. I mean, it is hard to go to right field the way he did, and he sat back. He knew it as soon as he hit it.
Ties Lenny Dykstra from 1993 for the most home runs from the leadoff spot in the World Series. Now Bregman hits it hard, kicked by Seager, and got it. Able to recover. And A.J. Hinch says, hold on. We're going to make sure he was out. See when it hits the back of the glove now. And he looks to be out. The Astros agree. But they also strike first with a home run by George Springer into right. Bottom of the 3rd inning rolls in. 1-0. 3-2 to Springer. Shot into left center field. Back at the wall. It's gone. Springer stays hot. And it's 5-0 Houston here in the 2nd. He's homered in 4 straight games. And it's a 5-run Astro lead here early in Game 7. Now with 3 runs in, that's going to be it for Darvish. For the 2nd time, he can't go 2 full innings in a start. And with 2 out and nobody on, the Dodgers are going to use Brandon Morrow.
Probably just for 1 out.
We'll talk about that move when we come back. How about the Astros on the road in Game 7? Here in the 2nd, they lead by 5. First to do it from the American League since the great Reggie Jackson, who's been here during this World Series, did it in '77. That is down the line and fair. Extra base hit for Springer to start the night. Into second with a double and a good start for the Astros.
Third baseman number 2, Alex.
Springer stayed off the first slider, but then the second one stayed in the middle part of the plate. That's the kind of spin that will not be good for Darvish and certainly won't keep him in the game very long. So make adjustments off of that.